why do we use these words to name the days of the week? Well, just like the names of the months have their roots in mythology, so do the names for our days of the week. Back in Greek and Roman times, the 7 days of the week were named for the 7 planets in Hellenistic astrology that people back then believed were circling the Earth, since they thought that Earth was the center of the universe back then. For them, anything that moved around in the sky was a planet, as opposed to the fixed stars. So, the sun and the moon were considered planets, as were planets that were visible to the naked eye in the night sky back then: Mars, Mercury, Jupiter, Venus, and Saturn, which the Romans associated with the gods who bore those names. Whichever of these planets was dominant in the first hour of the day, according to the astrology, got the name of that day as the day of worship. We still keep some of those names in English: Sunday for the sun, and Moon Day, or Monday for the moon. Latinate languages keep more of the Roman god names. For example, in Spanish, Martes is Mars's day, Miércoles is Mercury's day, Jueves is Jove's day, Jove being another name for the god Jupiter, and Viernes is Venus's day. But in English, which derives from Germanic languages, many of the day names are instead named to worship Germanic gods, seen most prolifically in Norse mythology. So Tuesday is named to worship the one-armed warrior god Tu, also known as Tyr. His arm was bitten off by Fenrir the wolf, which is an interesting story of its own. Wednesday is to worship the supreme god Odin, also known as Woden by some Germanic peoples. And this is the reason for that weird spelling of Wednesday. It's a derivation of Woden's day. Thursday is to worship the god of order and stability, Thor, often known as the source of lightning when his hammer Mjolnir clashes when he's battling with the frost giants. Friday is to worship the Germanic fertility goddess Freya. It's Freya's day. One day that we continue to name for a deity from Roman mythology is Saturday, Saturn's day. Saturn, otherwise known as Cronus in Greek mythology, he had a rocky beginning, eating his newborn children out of fear that they were going to usurp him. He's eventually stopped by Jupiter and imprisoned in Tartarus, but long after that he's released and gets a more esteemed role as the ruler of the warrior's paradise, Elysium. The Saturnalia festival that celebrates him was known to be a time of hardcore partying, so you might consider Saturday to be the Roman day of fun. Therefore, be sure to enjoy your Saturdays.